Here comes
It's
another
not
one!
right. Madness! Why? Why? Everything is wrong! It can't be done! Stay away from me! I won't go back! You can't make me go back! I'll kill you all! You're all going to die!
Stay back! This one's a fight!
Bad.
I'd stay back from that door if I were you. Nothing that's gone in has come out right. I don't know where it came from, and I don't want to. Those who've gone in have come back out wrong. I'm just here to warn folks to stay away. Look for yourself. Their brains are addled. Got no sense. Perfectly normal people went in there. And this is what's come out. Good choice. I mean, look at the thing. No sane person would go through there, and none have come out, that's for certain. Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy! Useless mortal meat, walking bag of dung! A nice effort, though. Shame he's dead. These things happen. Bring me a champion! Rend the flesh of my foes! A mortal champion to wade through the entrails of my enemies. Really? Do come in! It's lovely in the Isles right now. Perfect time for a visit.
Please, sit. Yes, what can I do for you? I imagine you're here about the door? Yes, you have entered, and now you are here. Amazing, truly. I am Haskell, Chamberlain to the Lord Sheogorath. You approach the Shivering Isles. Through the door behind me lies the realm of Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, Lord of the Never-There. Because my lord wills it to be so. It poses no danger to Mundus. No compact has been violated. It is a doorway, an invitation. Perhaps you will accept it for what it is. They entered this realm and were ill prepared. Their minds are now the property of my lord. Cured? You speak as if they are diseased. They live now in another state of being. Perhaps it is you who needs a cure. For you? I do not know. My lord seeks a mortal to act as his champion. As for his intent, to attempt to fathom it is a foolish endeavor. His will is his own. His reality follows suit. You are here because you chose to enter. You were not summoned. You do as you will. You may leave the way you entered. Your life will be none the worse for your time spent here. Or you may continue onward, through the door behind me. If you can pass the gates of madness, perhaps the Lord Sheogorath will find a use for you. Who is to say? There are always choices to be made. The realm of madness is no different in that regard. Your choices are your own. Enter or do not, but make your decision. I've other duties to which I must attend. Speak with me again when you have made up your mind. The anticipation is almost too much to bear. Well, have you made up your mind? The tension is almost palpable. Fine. I'm sure my lord will be most pleased. assuming you ever manage to see him. You'll want to pass through the gates of madness. Oh, and mind the gatekeeper. He dislikes strangers to the realm. Enjoy your stay.
To warn them.
Welcome to my town. He guards the gates of madness. See for yourself. He's about to destroy a party of adventurers. They say the keys are sewn up in the gatekeeper's body. Basically, that means you're not getting in. The place was pretty deserted when I got here. Of course, once I was here, others followed. Can't say I blame them. Take care.
You there, stay away from the gatekeeper. Let us handle this. This should be easy. Yeah, you're pathetic. Come on, fight harder. Die. This ends here. Yeah.
Show me what you got. They're bleeding all over
Yeah.
the place.
Oh. Fight like you mean it.
Getting tired.
Why won't you retreat?
Look at all the blood and gore. I'm getting out of here. I'm Fellas Sarandis. Don't breathe on me. Pretty scary, isn't he? Jared's planning on killing him. I don't know how. The gatekeeper looks indestructible to me. One leads to the lands of Mania, and one to Dementia. The gatekeeper makes sure no one gets in who isn't supposed to. It's a nice enough place, less dirty than others. I feel like I belong. That old man in the room made out of butterflies, he said to wait here. See you.
Yes? You need my help, don't you? He guards the gates of madness. Don't get too close to him. He'll kill you, and it will leave a mess in my town. Jared Ice Veins wants to kill the gatekeeper. Sounds like suicide to me. I amaze me.
I'm Jared Ice Veins. Do you ever wonder why things look better without their skin on? For instance, you can only really see the bones when you take them out. You can hear them better that way, too. I want him dead. I need him dead. His bones are calling to me. Rumor has it you want him dead, too. If you're any good with a lockpick, we can help each other out. We can get into the gardens of flesh and bone. They say the gatekeeper's magical. I don't believe in magic, but I do believe in bones. And the best way to kill something is with the bones of its own. I can see the bones of a dead gatekeeper in the courtyard of the gardens. The door's locked, though. You'll pick that lock, and I'll collect the bones. Then I'll make some arrows, and we'll kill the gatekeeper. Sound good? Here, take this lockpick. Careful, it's the only one I've got. You open the door, I'll kill things. Let's go. Hurry, pick that lock open. I can hear them in there. Ah! Ah! Here we are. From these gatekeeper bones, I can make some arrows. Find me in a few hours. We'll kill the gatekeeper. Take care. We should go hunting soon. The arrows are ready. Here are some for you, and I'll keep some. Let's go kill the gatekeeper. We might die, but there's worse things. Let's go!
My dearest, how are you feeling tonight? I'm so proud of you, my child. You crush our Lord's enemies into dust. You are strong like him. I made you. Well, what have we here? Another hopeful whose blessing hasn't fully taken root? No, I don't think so. You're an adventurer? How disgusting. Why don't you go back the way you came? It is where the body of my child was grown, and the resting place of his less fortunate siblings. You have no business going there. The gatekeeper is my child, the consummation of Sheogorath's wisdom in the womb of my genius. It was a painful and bloody birth, but well worth it. His brothers were less successful. You won't bother those blessed by Lord Sheogorath. You, however, will die trying to get the keys from my child. You? Ha! No, you have a conventional type of soul. But I don't make that decision. The Shivering Isles belong to Lord Sheogorath. Were it up to me, I'd cut you open and show you just how uninspired your blood is. No, you won't be getting in. I'm bored with you. Why don't you talk to Nanette? She likes talking. I'll need to cure her of that habit soon enough. There's one sure way to stop a tongue from flapping. Cut it out. Shall I demonstrate? How could this be? No mother should...
So, you've managed to kill the gatekeeper. Pity. Well, you'll now be able to enter the realm proper. You'll notice there are 2 doors. One leads to the lands of Mania, the other to Dementia. Enter through either one. The lands are quite distinct, but both are Sheogorath's domain. You'll want to seek out Lord Sheogorath. I believe he has plans for you. Try not to disappoint him. The lands of Dementia reflect the darker side of its residents. It is easy to get lost among the tangle of roots growing out of the ground. If you wish to meet Dementia's citizens, seek them out in Deepwallow or Felmore. I'm sure they'll welcome one such as you with open arms. The doorways into the realm proper. You may enter through either one. Really, it depends on which aspect of the realm more suits your disposition. As I've said, all choices have consequences, but don't trouble yourself too much with your decision. All those that enter the realm are forever changed, but some believe it is for the better. A good portion of them, at least. The lands of Mania are bright, vibrant, and full of color. You'll find its inhabitants reflect the land itself. If you wish to meet the residents of Mania, you will find them in the settlements of Hale and Highcross. Take care, though. Though the citizens and creatures of Mania are colorful, they can often be quite deadly. I'm sure you can handle it, though. It is, of course, the capital of the Shivering Isles. It is divided into Bliss, Crucible, and the Palace districts. He is the Prince of Madness, the ruler of the Shivering Isles. It is by his will that we exist in this place. He is our Lord and Master. You'll want to speak with him soon, as I believe he has plans for you. You will find him in New Sheoth, in his palace. It is best not to make Lord Sheogorath wait. His whims are fleeting, and should he decide you are no longer necessary, it would be to your detriment. My work is never done.
A new arrival! A shame about my gatekeeper. I'm so happy I could just tear out your intestines and strangle you with them. I suppose an introduction is in order. I'm Sheogorath, Prince of Madness, and other things. I'm not talking about them. You've probably figured that out by now. Let's hope so, or we're in real trouble. And out come the intestines, and I skip rope with them. But perhaps now's not the time. You've made it this far, farther than anyone else. Well done! Take this trinket of mine. Perhaps it will serve you well, or look lovely on your corpse. I've been waiting for you, or someone like you, or someone other than you for some time. I need a champion, and you've got the job! Time to save the realm, rescue the damsel, slay the beast, or die trying. Your help is required. A change is coming. Everything changes, even Daedric princes, especially Daedric princes. Daedra are the embodiment of change and permanency. I'm no different, except in the ways that I am. The Grey March is coming, and you're going to stop it. The details aren't important, at least not right now. Eternity is on a rather tight deadline. We'll get back to that later. Now, you run an errand for me, an important one. Of course, anything I tell you to do is important. My realm, my rules. You're going to Zedilian, one of my favorite spots in the Isles. It's a little place I used to take care of unwanted visitors. And some are more unwanted than others. The gatekeeper takes care of most of the unwanted, but he's dead. We'll have to remedy that soon as well. Anyway, there are those that have other ways into my realm, and they're on the move. We don't want them here, trust me. So, you're going to get Zedilian up and running. Here's a little book to tell you how, and the Attenuator of Judgment. You'll need that too. Of course, you can always get more details from Haskell. He's a detail-oriented type of person, a big help, and a snappy dresser. Now, get going, before I change my mind, or my mind changes me. You can go now. Run along. Scoot.
Always a pleasure. The Mad God has given you a task. Surely someone of your copious talent should be able to handle it. He is the Prince of Madness, the ruler of the Shivering Isles. Yes, quite an amazing place, really. Wonderful for relieving one's tension as you watch those troublesome adventurers suffer. No offense. I'd say your next move is to head to Zedilian and get it reactivated. Yes? Ah, silly me. The book has no pictures. Can't really expect you to read that now, can I? To reactivate Zedilian for my lord's pleasure, you'll need to find 3 focus crystals and return them to their resting place. Each crystal has a matching receptacle called a judgment nexus. Even you can't miss them. Without the crystals in place, the resonator of judgment, Zedilian's power source, cannot be restored. You have the attenuator, the manual, and a map. I'm certainly not going to carry you there, so I'd suggest you get to it. Place one foot in front of the other. You know how it goes.
Shoo! Go! Be gone! Things to do. Don't you have a book to read? Or some... A little busy here! Talk to Haskell if you need... You can go now. Run along. Scoot.
Finally, Lord Sheogorath has sent someone to assist me. But where are my manners? Must get into my professional tone. Welcome to Zedillion. I'm the dungeon caretaker, Caliban Nerendil. A wonder of engineering, is it not? Zedillion is the ultimate test of mettle for the foolhardy adventurer that dares trespass into the Shivering Isles. What they don't know is that they're being drawn to their doom, courtesy of the Resonator of Judgment. Ever since that wretched gatekeeper was made, Zedillion became redundant. It fell into disrepair and was eventually all but forgotten. After only a few years passed, the Grummites began moving in. Ghastly things. They mistook the focus crystals for some sort of religious symbols and removed them from their rightful places. This rendered the Resonator inert and Zedillion completely useless. Luckily, you came along and placed Zedillion back into operation. Yes, I tend to ramble. You'll have to forgive me. If you have the attenuator, then Sheogorath must have sent you. Zedillion would normally have sent you back to the entrance when you stepped on the pad in the Resonator chamber. Since you're up here, I can only surmise that adventurers are already entering the dungeon as we speak. The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle through here. I'll be glad to help. I assume Sheogorath gave you the Manual of Zedillion. You can consult it for more information, or I can provide instructions. I will be happy to describe each chamber and explain the event that unfolds as we proceed through Zedillion. As the adventurers make their way through Zedillion's chambers, they will encounter choices that you make in these control platforms. All you need to do is decide what becomes of the adventurers. Will you drive them insane, or will you pull the life from their bodies? As you wish. So good to be back in business.
Now keep your weapons ready and watch your backs. Do what I say, we might just get out of here alive. We should just kill this stupid tree and move on. What in Oblivion is that thing?
This is one of the horrid guardians of which the stories spoke?
What a joke. Let's be rid of this thing and continue on our way.
Wait just a moment. What's that sound?
Prepare yourselves for battle. Yeah! Now it's my turn. Kill every last one of them.
I can't take much more of it.
Damn it! Lewin deserved better than this, and I'm responsible. Someone will pay dearly, I assure you.
There's nothing to be done here. We must press on. Unleashed the swarm, did we? Nothing like a little bloodlust to start the encounter off right.
Look, I told you. Treasure. Let's have at it, Sindelius. Bah. This place is beginning to bug me. Blast! The cage is locked.
Gromok, be careful. This looks too good to be true.
Ha! Let's see them stop me after I rip this gate from its hinges.
Gromok, no! Oh,
Sorry, Sindelius. I don't know who built this nightmare, but if I get my hands on them...
the classic fire trap. Always a favorite, especially in the colder months. The classic fire trap. Always a favorite, especially in the colder months.
Steady, Gramok, steady. You've been through worse before. What more could this place possibly throw at you? If I find out who's running the show, there'll be hell to pay. What? The very dead rise in this accursed place. Very well. You'll not slay me without a fight. Have at you. Take that, strike me, will you? Strike me, will you? Now it's my strike me, will you? Take now it's my turn. Take this, strike me, will you? Strike me, will you?
You've made short work of the intruders. Shea Gorath should be proud to have such an efficient apprentice. Now, if you'll step on the last teleporter pad, I will meet you in the reception chamber so we can recover your earnings. Not to worry. We'll have your spoils to you in no time at all. As is the tradition, you are to be awarded a focus crystal as a token of your fine work. I'll have it sent to the palace and placed in the main hall if you wish to take a look at it. Oh yes, of course. It seems a most unusual weapon was recovered from the orc warrior, Gromok. Never seen anything like it, but perhaps his journal can give you some useful information. Beyond that, take whatever else you need from the recovery chest. You've earned it. You're free to go at any time, of course, just up that hallway. Good luck to you. That was quite a battle. I hope you are uninjured. You've not heard the legends? How could that be? Those beings, as you call them, aren't beings at all. They are the soulless abominations known as the Knights of Order. Their attraction to the resonator isn't surprising. It was built from one of the obelisks that dot the isles they seem to have an affinity for. You must proceed to Shea Gorath at once and tell him the knights have returned. Quickly now, go!
Always a pleasure.
Well now, what news do you have to report? So soon? Not a surprise, I suppose. We'll get to that later. No need to burden your little brain with it now. And Zedilian, since you're standing here, I assume you've succeeded. Or you're terribly confused, or really lacking in good judgment. Wonderful! Time for a celebration! Cheese for everyone! Wait! Scratch that! Cheese for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese, true? You've run a maze like a good little rat, but no cheese for you yet. Well, maybe a little. I've granted you a new spell, the ability to summon Haskell, my Chamberlain, to aid you in your travels. He knows a lot. More than he knows. In fact, give it a try. Summon our friend to you now. I'll wait.
Our Lord has granted you the power to summon me. How wonderful for me! When summoned, I can offer advice on your current endeavor. I imagine it's up to you what to do with my wisdom. Do try to use your power sparingly. I have duties to which I must attend, rather more important than shepherding you around, I'm sure.
Isn't that a hoot? I love it myself. Best part of being a Daedric prince, really. Go ahead. Try it again. He loves it!
I see you've returned. How exciting for you. I believe you have some news for Lord Sheogorath. Perhaps you should be speaking with him instead of illuminating me with your presence.
Just one more time. At least. He's a sport.
Ah, summoned again. My lord does so enjoy that, as is his prerogative. I'll assume you're done for now.
Good, good. You'll need all the help you can get if you're going to defeat Jiggalag and stop the Grey March. Oh, don't expect to summon dear Haskell anywhere but in the realm. He dislikes leaving my presence. I get that sometimes. The Daedric Prince of Order. Or biscuits. No, order. Yeah. And not in a good way. Bleak, colorless, dead. Boring! And not a fan of my work, I can tell you. Hates it, hates me. A bit single-minded, if you take my meaning. You've seen his knights. Not the warm and cuddly sort. Not a bit of original thought in their lifeless husks. So, you're going to help me stop him. Again with the niggling little details. Hold your tongue, or I will. We'll get to that, all in due time. For now, you've got other work to do. An event, a movement, an apocalypse of sorts. Happens every era, at the end of every era, which is to say, now. The Grey March comes, and Jiggalag walks. Or runs. Never skips, sidles, or struts. Mostly he just destroys everything around him. Ask? Ask? I don't ask! I tell! This is my realm, remember? My creation, my place, my rules! Look at you! No concept of what you've stumbled into. No sense of place. You don't even really know where you are, do you? I suppose few really do, but that's beside the point. We're going to give you a taste of where you found yourself. You're going to learn. 2 halves, 2 rulers, 2 places. Meet and greet. Do what they will, so you know what they're about. The Duke of Mania and the Duchess of Dementia. Seek them out and let them show you what New Sheoth is. You might be surprised. Once you understand what my realm is, you might understand why it's important to keep it intact. And maybe you'll make some friends along the way. That's always nice. Another Daedric prince. Not a nice one. I don't think any of the other princes like him, actually. I mean, Malakath is more popular at parties. And Malakath is not popular at parties. Seen them about, have you? Odd things. They've always been here, but they're not of here, if you take my meaning. You'll see those Knights of Order around them during the Grey March, drawn to them like flies to honey or rotting flesh. Ever wonder why flies like both? Best not to ask. The Duchess of Dementia. Ever wary, ever worried. A prisoner in her own house, in a way. And a delightful conversationist, really. A bit harder to meet than Théoden. Consider making an appointment. The long-reigning Duke of Mania. A master of merriment, if you will. Or if you won't. I suspect it wouldn't matter to him. Ta! Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
A genuine masterpiece comes from the heart, not the mind. Ah, yes, there you are. You couldn't imagine how long I've been waiting for you. So little to do and so much time. Could you, in fact, imagine just how long I've been waiting? I don't think you could, but I might be wrong. I might also not care. Which is it? Yes, that just might be true. Or I've not been waiting at all. Forever and nothing are almost the same thing, wouldn't you say? How do you tell one from another if you're smack in the middle? Don't answer that. I already know the answer, of course. It came to me during a meal. Not a very good meal, though. Too much pie. Pie is a tricky thing, wouldn't you say? Don't answer that either. Now that forever is over, and you're here, you need to go away. Yes, away. There are places you should be, far away from here. The chalice of reversal is waiting for you. When I say you, I mean me, but it's no difference to the chalice. One ends up being the other. Oh, so you've heard of it? You haven't heard of it, yet you know its name? What a strange creature you are. One of my favorite toys. Does wonders for creativity. Well, not by itself, but it helps. Those elytra, clever little bugs that they are. Is this making sense? Look, you eat the feldew, then use the chalice. and find the world a much brighter and happier place. Honest. But I don't have it, so I can't eat Feldew, because that would just be bad. I mean, really bad. Damn her. We hold on to fleeting things, even as we slip. I knew, and yet I indulged myself anyway. I indulged her a fair bit, too. It was passion. It was forbidden. Oh, the things that would be said if word got out. That made it all the more delicious. From Dementia's own court, no less. Scandalous. Fatal, perhaps. But passion makes no accommodation for self-preservation. Don't you? If you don't, you might. You wouldn't fall for her, though. Not the type. Opposites repel, strangely enough. All that pleasure and pain locked away now, as if it never happened. Unfortunately, the chalice is locked away as well. I have no wish to retrieve it myself, but fetching it might do you some good. My head is positively throbbing now. Can you see it? I need to lie down. Find someone to tell you the rest of the story. Get the chalice.
Welcome to the House of Mania. The chalice is one of the Duke's prized possessions. He has been at a loss without it. Go.
Yes, do you require assistance? Her ladyship is rather suspicious of all around her. Best for you to not question it and merely do what she requires of you. I shall await further.
Isn't there something you come visit again! Or out! Look out!
You've been speaking to Thaden, I can tell. He has a certain effect on people. Did he mention me, perhaps? Or was there something else you wanted to discuss? I don't ask too many questions of Thaden. It's precious to him, and that's all that matters. It's his own business. But didn't he mention where it is? Oh, I see. How brilliant of him. This is for you as much as it is for him. Oh, very good, Thaden. Dunroot Burrow is your goal, my friend, and what a goal it is. Yes, a most unique place. Of course the chalice would be there. Don't you see? It's the elytra. They're the reason. The chalice, Feldew, elytra, it's all connected. One without the others is no good. Poison. Oh, a rough road awaits you. Some elytra there are different. You'll need to get Feldew from them and eat it. Can't get in without it. But once you do... He wants you to learn for yourself. Learn, grow, experience. It's his way. I shouldn't say more. But the burrow, it's northeast of New Sheoth. Goodbye.
Yes? Yes? Not my place to talk about it. See you.
Get out!
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
Greetings. The triumphant champion returns. So, do you feel any different now that you've been through this experience, I mean? You know what it's like now, always wanting that next fix, hating it but craving it at the same time, and hating yourself for all of it. Ah, well, all over now. The chalice helps, doesn't it? Indeed it does, and I could use some helping right now. I'll just take that back from you. And as a token of my gratitude, I grant you the role of Courtier of Mania, with all of its entitlements. Which is to say, none.
Yes, what is it?
What? What is it? Wonderful to have it back. Really, truly, I can't thank you enough. Oh, wait, I already did. See you.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Watch out!
Atar Mazkin!
Why do you approach the Duchess of Dementia? Do you seek death? You're the one the Mad God sent, aren't you? Then you're safe for now. Speak to no one unless I instruct you to. None of them can be trusted. Do you hear me? None! Surrounded by traitors and spies I am. Always, always. They watch and wait, eager to slip a knife into my spine when I'm not looking. Could be all of them, every last one. None can be trusted. But they'll never take me down, never! I'll see them all rotting in shallow graves before I let my guard down. You will help me. Yes, yes, you will be most useful. You're going to find out who knows. You're going to learn who keeps secrets, who conspires against me. You will be my Grand Inquisitor. Expose the conspirators, and they will be punished, I assure you. Find out who keeps secrets, and what they are. Speak with Herdier. He will help you. Do you understand what is required of you? If no one is found, you will be held responsible.
Mazkin for the Mad God! Mazkin! For the Mad God!
What brings you to this delightful corner of the House of Dementia? How may I help you? That's rather forward of you, don't you think? We've only just met and already you're ordering me around. I must say, I enjoy this take-charge attitude. I presume you are the Grand Inquisitor, then. Lady Syl said she'd be appointing someone. Shall we get to work? There's much to be done. So many people to visit. Isn't it obvious? We need to search through Crucible, looking for these traitors. Talk to whomever might have information. If they're reluctant to help, you just say the word and I'll do my best to persuade them. Really, we should be going. Her ladyship expects results. Yes, of course, Inquisitor.
What do you want? Earl has a big problem with Brythar. I don't know exactly what the problem is, but it's safe to say Earl is making a... Earl owns a magic shop in... I don't know anything about a conspiracy. Please, no!
I've nothing to tell the likes of you. No, please, no! No more! No more! All I know is that word has gotten around about Anya Herrick. She looks more nervous than normal lately. People think she might be up to something.
I like dogs. I don't know anything. Please, no! Please! I don't... Thank you. See you.
Yes? Your lips to his ears. The Elytra have... Bye. Speak! What? No, I don't know anything about anything. I'm sorry. I can't help you. Please, no! Please, I'm not involved. I didn't do anything. They wanted me to get them close to Syl, but I couldn't abide them. It was Mazada. He said he was working on behalf of someone else. He told me I needed to help him, or there would be repercussions. I didn't know what to do. Turning on Syl could cost me my life, but if I don't help, what will Mazada do to me? You must do something! I've told you all I know. It was Mazada. I don't know anything more, I swear it. Bye.
I like dogs.
No, no. Please. No. Yes, sir. Hey, I don't want trouble. I keep to myself. But I see Mazada and that dark seducer Nelrine meeting behind the buildings late at night sometimes. That's all I know. Nothing more. See you. Ew. You smell worse than that cat. I've told you what I know. He's... See you later.
Mad God. Walk with our Lord.
Cats everywhere.
Your pardon, citizen. I must return to my post.
I'll calicrack to find you. Nary. Gal burst in it.
Is this your first time to the museum? Perhaps you would care for a tour. I am the curator of the Museum of Oddities, Una Armina. Have we met? You look familiar. Anyway, I'm always looking for new exhibits, so remember me. I don't know anything about a conspiracy. Please, no! Please, no more. No, please! Please. See you later.
Yes.
I'll calic. Gal burst in it. What? Blessings of the... I don't... Please, no. Please. No, please, no. Please, no more. See you later. Duvenin, High Priest of Mania, at your service. What... Bye.
Octus, High Priest of Dementia. I don't... Please, no! What did you... Please! Please! How can I be... I...
If I may be so bold, Inquisitor, I believe this person has nothing to contribute to our investigation. Perhaps we should move on. What would you like to know, Inquisitor? If Mazada has indeed been consulting with Naureen of Her Ladyship's Guard, that would provide us with some excellent leverage. If the two meet regularly, you might have a chance to eavesdrop and learn more about what's going on. What? Mazada is meeting Naureen at night. How illicit. Make every effort to be present for this conversation. It may give us something to hold over Mazada and get him to talk.
Over here. I need to talk to you. It's important. Hey, you. Come over here. I got to... Please!
Goodbye.
Have you made any progress? Will Anya assist us?
No, that blasted Inquisitor got to her. We'll need to find someone else.
See that you do so immediately. This is the one task which you were assigned. If you cannot complete it, you will be removed. Are we clear?
I will. I want to see Syl dead just as much as you do. She cannot be allowed to survive after what she's done. It's despicable.
Good. I shall expect a progress report soon. And keep your head down. The Inquisitor must not become involved. How may I serve?
Looking.
Ah, you again. Have you seen any of Mazada's things? A shiny spoon? Or a broken bottle? I've told you, I don't know anything. You can't prove a thing. What? It's for the good of Crucible. You must see that. Please, spare me. I'll do anything. You don't know, do you? She's kept it a secret even from you. She and Théden, they've been meeting in secret. They've been doing things together. Consorting. You understand me? It cannot be permitted. She must be stopped. I don't know, besides Naureen. She is taking orders from someone, but won't tell me who. If I find out, will you promise to spare me? Okay, I get the names, and then you'll see. It will be worth it, I promise you. Meet me in my house tomorrow at midnight. I'll have information for you. Just please spare me. I've agreed to help you already. Torturing me further will do you no good. Bye.
What do you... I hope for your sake you are not accusing me of anything. Did you? And you have proof of this? No, you don't, do you? Well, then you'll get nothing out of me. Oh, thank you. Walk with our Lord.
Ah, you again. See you.
What do you want? You have no proof. You cannot hold me accountable for anything. And with it, you'll do what? I'm not even the one you want. Murine is behind it. You'll need solid proof to pin it on her. You already know my part in this. There is nothing more to say. Walk with our Lord.
I think you should leave. Stay away!
I'm Murine. If you have any secrets, I'm the one to tell. I won't share them with anyone but my family. Unless they're good ones, that is. I see you've done quite a bit of work to track me down. Yes, I orchestrated it. Syl deserves to die a painful death for turning on all of us and consorting with our enemies. Go ahead, do what you will. Nothing matters now. Haven't you got what you need? Shouldn't you be running off to tattle like a good little servant? See you. This is your last warning! Get out or I'll call the guards and have you arrested. Sorry, friend, it looks like you've wandered into a restricted area. You've got to leave. What news do you have to report, Inquisitor? Have you found who is responsible? Is that so? I shall have her brought to the torture chamber at once. Meet me there shortly. You've confessed to attempting to kill me, I understand. The penalty for this treachery is death, and is to be carried out immediately. You see now what happens when those who oppose me fail, which they always do. I'm pleased with your work, Inquisitor. As a token of my appreciation, I shall spare your life and make you a courtier of dementia. In addition, accept this bow. May your enemies fear you and never know from where or with what enchantment you shall strike. I'm watching you.
Always a pleasure. Yes, is there some... I live to serve.
Well, well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful! You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death. You'll be stopping the Grey March, altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No! things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be me, Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you. A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so, but you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace. But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him, since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it. Because you seem a nice enough sort, and you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly because I asked nicely. Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules. I've told you too much for now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later. Now, you've seen the great torch that burns brightly over New Sheoth. No, because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that. You'll go to Sylarn and bring back the flame of Agnon to relight the torch. Oh, and take care with my minions at Sylarn. In their eternal quest to please me, they're constantly fighting over Sylarn. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the great torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much. Oh, don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated. That's where you're going to get the flame of Agnon. Do you listen to anything I go? Ta, come visit again, or I'll pluck.
Yes. The flame of Agnon can only be lit by the immortal servants of Sheogorath, the golden saints and dark seducers of his creation. In normal times, Sheogorath would simply command it, and his servants would leap to sacrifice themselves upon the altars of rapture and despair. But alas, the times are not normal, and Sheogorath has given you this task without the authority to command it. I'm afraid you may have to be a little bit clever. A bad lot. Traitors. You'll find them near the obelisks that dot the land. They perform rituals at the obelisks to summon knights to the realm. Their link to Jiggalag gives them power. As long as their obelisk is active, they cannot truly be killed. A glorious existence, truly.
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Mazkin. You'd best stand aside. My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Mazkin scum from Sylarn. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us. Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Mazkin hold the Altar of Despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the Altar of Despair from the Mazkin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnan for my lord Sheogorath. The only way to assault the Altar of Despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Mazkin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the Altar of Despair and drive the Mazkin out of Sylarn once and for all? Very good, Emissary. With your help, we will rid Sylarn of the Mazkin once and for all. Down! Death to the Mazkin, for the glory of Sheogorath. For Sheogorath's glory!
For the mad god!
My soul for the mad god! My soul for Sheogorath.
The enemy is
Orioles, follow me!
for Sheogorath! Mazkin!
Kneel before the saints.
Mazkin! For Sheogorath!
Kneel before the saints.
Mazkin! Mazkin!
Those traps up ahead will cut my Orioles to pieces. But if you can get that gate near the bridge open, we can bypass their traps and meet them blade to blade. We'll hold our position here until you get that gate open. May Sheogorath's madness guard and guide you.
For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath!
Comrades, beware! The Altar of Despair is ours, but the battle is not over yet. Defensive position.
Mazkin! For the mad god!
Eta Oriole! Kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints.
For the mad god!
saints. Kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints. For Sheogorath! Victory is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the altar of rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself, here on the altar of despair. My lord's choice of emissaries is strange, but he tolerates the Mazkin in his service as well, so who can fathom his ways? No matter. I serve him, not you. Stand aside. Thanks to you, the Mazkin have been utterly defeated. The treacherous ones, the dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud. For Sheogorath's glory. My soul for the treacherous one. For Sheogorath's, my soul for Sheogorath's glory. Speak quickly, mortal.
So, you've decided to light the torch for Mania? You should know that in addition to the adulation of the people of Bliss, there is also a more earthly reward. The hero who lights the great torch for Mania is traditionally awarded the raiment of Arden Sul. Not that this should influence your choice at all. Now, what do you say? Do not think about it.
It would be a truly demented act to light the great torch with a flame purchased with the blood of the golden saints. Come, light the great torch for dementia. Oh no, you don't want to do that. Don't believe their lies. They are no true friends. Don't you see it? How they whisper behind your back. No, light the torch for dementia, and you'll see how we treat our friends. Dementia takes care of its own. Few know that the hero who lights the torch for dementia is granted the Ring of Intrigue, a boon for those who would gain access to hidden knowledge. Surely you will do what is right, won't you? Yes, let your mind... Greetings. You'll uplift the poor, suffering folk of dementia with the flame, then? You are truly demented, as I always suspected. Release yourself to your secret fears and desires. Let them rule you, as they must in the end. Now, light the great torch as a beacon for those who fear and those who inspire fear. The great torch flares with the light of dementia. All of Crucible will be celebrating tonight. Here, take this. The reward you have earned. Quickly now. It's best if no one knows you wear this. Pleasure and pain be with you.
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor the fetid madness of dementia is beyond my understanding. Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Every time I see the torch shining with the flame of dementia, I blame you. Yes, goodbye.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time. The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter. It didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not. Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where the backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the courts of madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side. No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Arctis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Seselim Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. Ta! Come visit again! Hurrah!
How can I make your life easier? It's what I live for. I offer you this. Remember who it is you're attempting to replace. You'll need to approach them in a manner to which they are not accustomed. Syl anticipates plots against her, so expect heavy resistance that may require a great deal of fighting and physical exertion. If you wish to replace Théoden, try a less direct approach that will involve cunning and subterfuge. He isn't likely to see you coming. I live to serve.
Another sheep returns to the flock.
Tidings and welcome.
What did you require? Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the ritual of accession, specific guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself. Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual? Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our Lord Sheogorath.
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor an important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment. Certainly. When the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed. I'm disappointed in your choice. Yes, Arden Sul. Doesn't the name simply roll wonderfully off the tongue? He was the sovereign of thought and a regnant artist. To call him a simple craftsman would not suffice. Know him as the artificer superior. Words dripped like honey from his tongue, and his songs were intoned with extraordinary verisimilitude. Had we been blessed with his constant presence, the Isles would be a maniac's paradise. As I've told you, friend, the Duke's drug-tainted blood must be brought to the altar of Arden Sul. Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know. A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting. A safer choice, perhaps. Maybe you'll live through this. Théoden's a bit lost these days. Not that it's a bad thing. It suits him. Until now. Besides, won't it be a grand surprise when you make his heart burst from too much green moat? Théoden loves surprises. Théoden may be in a constant state of euphoria, but I wouldn't underestimate his intelligence. Ha ha! This is so much fun! We will speak when your task is complete.
What else can I help you with? If I were you, I'd check with Théoden's steward, Wide-Eye. You can usually find her roaming around New Sheoth, or spending a lot of time on the palace grounds. Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Greetings, friend.
Hello. Ah, you again. A pleasure, I'm sure. No time for chatter now.
How can I help you this fine day? Such a kind and noble man. In times like these, it's good to have a leader who still enjoys all the modern pleasures Mania has to offer. Well, yes, apart from enjoying his painting, reading a good book, or a rousing night of erotic bedroom games. I'm speaking of Greenmote, of course. There is no greater pleasure. If I didn't have such a busy daily routine, I'd likely indulge myself in its pleasures more often. At the risk of being rude, I must confess I don't like talking about the specifics of my routine. Théoden has too many enemies that may turn that knowledge against him. He depends on me quite dearly. At the risk, Théoden... Cutter sells weapons in... Farewell. How can I... Very well. I see little harm in telling you. After a bit of reading in the garden and running my special errand at noon, I like to shop at Books of Bliss. Around 8 p.m. we are served dinner. Gundlar is quite a chef and prepares Théoden's meals personally, adding just a hint of Greenmote. After that, we dance, we sing, or we do whatever else suits my lord's tastes. Greenmote is the refined version of the spores that are harvested from the spore trees that dot Mania. We keep the Greenmote safely tucked inside the Greenmote silo. You can imagine the ruckus if its location was known. Only a select few, such as myself, know the silo's location. However, we are sworn to secrecy. There isn't enough gold or enough jokes in the world that would convince me to tell you where the Greenmote is located. Yes, I must attend to him. Speaking to you has already cost me time. I must go.
So it's Greenmote you need, eh? Well, I think it's fairly clear who knows where that powdery substance is stored. Follow Wide-Eye. I think she mentioned an errand she runs. That would be your best bet.
Yes?
Cylorn is ours at last, thanks to you.
Stop, thief! Let's get this over. Don't hurt me! Ah!
Oh, my, yes. I feel especially delighted this evening. Perhaps it's time I recited my latest soliloquy. The lady fair, our love is told, with hair as fine as soft spun gold, lips as red as a sun-drenched dawn, skin as soft as a newborn fawn, eyes as blue as a cerulean sea. Ah, what? My heart can't breathe. Help me. Oh!
There's no need to mourn. The ritual has begun. Be happy. May all your days be filled with enlightenment and mirth.
I never suspected it was Thaden's time, but what's done is done. I honor his choice. I'm sure we'll speak again.
You have things to do. We will speak when your task is complete.
Once again has the ritual of accession come full circle. The blood of Thaden has been consumed by Arden Sul's will, and all of Mania welcomes you with open arms. I now declare you Duke of Mania of the Shivering Isles. May your light shine upon all our happiest days. May Arden Sul enrich your mind and guide your heart.
You've done it! The ritual is complete, and you've survived! A shame about Theden, but it's how he would have wanted it to go. Now, on to other...
Wait, I must speak. The ritual must not be completed.
Syl! You dare interrupt me? Only I interrupt me. Like just then. I'm speaking with someone. We'll talk later. Or not. When is later exactly? Not now, I'm sure of that. Guards! I think Syl forgot how to use the door. Kindly show her out, before I forget myself.
Thaden? Dead? You've done this. It was you all along.
Hold your tongue, little Duchess, or I'll tear it from your mouth.
Replacing Thaden with this outsider? This is how it ends. I should have seen this coming.
Calm yourself, Syl. You're making my teeth itch. You still hold your office. I suggest you see to your duties.
No, I see what's going on. I should have seen it before. You conspire to destroy us all. You're a fool if you think I'll allow this to happen.
Fool? Visionary! Change is in the air, Syl. Breathe it deep. Bathe in its scent. Bottle it up, save some for later.
Order stands at our door. They've taken the fringe. Did you even know? Do you care? And you speak of change.
Change will preserve us. It is the lifeblood of the Isles. It will move mountains. It will mount movements.
No, I can't do this. There has to be a way out. A way to escape.
Then go, Syl. Return to your quarters before I send you back in pieces.
Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll go. The enemy of my enemy orders the key. I'll keep them close.
No! Let her go.
This is not over, Mad God. I give myself to Jiggalag. As a priest of order, I'll be safe. Your empire will crumble before the armies of order.
Wondering why I let her go, aren't you? I can see it in your face. Mostly in the eyes. I may take those from you when this is done. This has never happened before! The ruler of dementia turning traitor? Unprecedented! I've seen others defect, but never a duke! Maybe we're onto something here. We'll see how it plays out. It can't be worse than what's happened before. I do, I did, and I won't say it again. But that's enough about that. You're the ruler of Mania. Oh, just look at you. You're positively beaming. You now have the power to summon golden saints. They've always served the Duke of Mania. I think it's the bright colors. They just love 'em. And here is the Ring of Lordship, a symbol of your new station. Symbols are important. They carry weight in this realm, and others. You would be well served to remember that. She was right about that. I can feel it. In my bones! The little ones. The Grey March has swept the fringe. Aura gathers its forces there as we speak. And I hate when people gather forces in my fringe! You'll need to put an end to that. Stop them. My army should already be there, but I want you to see what you can do to help. If they continue to marshal their forces there, we won't be able to contain them. Make sure they can't. Ta! Come visit the...
Your Grace, a dark time has been thrust upon us. Passwall is under attack. We are outmatched and outnumbered. At first light, the spire at the center of town became active. Immediately, the area around it began to crystallize and change. Soon after that, the sky darkened and the nights came. The knights are relentless. They do not tire, they do not fear, and they do not stop coming. They appear out of nowhere at the base of the spire. We kill 5 of them, 5 more come. We've lost too many of the Orioles already. I fear that we will not be able to hold the town for much longer. I have an idea how we might be able to stop them, but for now we must survive. I've been losing Orioles with each attack, and I'm down to nothing but men. We are pinned down here. If we lose, the gates of madness will fall. If the gates fall, the enemy will flood into the Isles. We will be helpless to stop them. But now that you've arrived, perhaps we can slow them down. We cannot talk now. We don't have very long until the next wave arrives. Even though I have served with these Orioles for centuries, as the Duke of Mania, it is your right to command the troops. Command them if you will, or leave it to me. Either way, make haste. Our time is short. I thank you for your trust. In your name, and for the sake of the Shivering Isles, I shall not disappoint you. Inspect the battlefield and provide what aid you can to the troops. Speak with me when you feel that they are ready for battle. Form up! By the staff, we will not allow this town to fall. Are you prepared for battle, Your Grace? I imagine that we will not have to wait long, Your Grace. Go. Here they come. Reform! Back to your ranks! More are coming! Back to your positions! Don't break ranks! Hold! Hold!
For Sheagoras!
Victory is ours, for the moment. I am not certain, but do not lose heart. I have an idea. The ruins of Zedaphen run under pass wall. The entrance to the south of the town has been sealed for centuries. One of my scouts reported that the ruins have been opened recently, and a number of these knights are now guarding the entrance. If we attempt to assault Zedaphen, Passwall will be overrun and we will lose the fringe. Additionally, our forces are dangerously thin. We have no idea what opposition may await us inside. Your insight is impressive. While we draw their attention here, you should be able to slip inside Zedaphen. Once inside, search for the source of the Spire's power. It must be underground somewhere. Once you find it, destroy it. Good luck, Your Grace. May the truth light your way through the darkness. You've seen the spire and pass wall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It seems to be a source of power for these invaders, a portal or some sort of gate. I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion. Go.
It's you. I remember you. What are you doing down here? How did you get past the knights? When they attacked, I ran from Passwall. They didn't say a word. They just started killing. The screams. By the staff, you can't imagine the screams. Fellis and I slipped down here thinking we'd be safe, but no, we landed right in the middle of them. Fellis ran off with them and left me to die. Me! That ingrate! Disloyal cur! Imagine leaving me here all alone! Every time I look for a way out, I get twisted around and end up back here. But I'm too smart for them. You seem to have no trouble, though. Look at you. Barely a scratch. You'd be the perfect person to protect me. Oh, sorry. I wasn't aware that being a courageous hero was a requirement around here. Look, you may be a scamp's ass, but I'm offering you the chance to be the hero of Passwall. Escort me out of here, protect me, get me home, and those people will praise you more than you can imagine. I'll do what I can to help. I like to hurt things. Maybe I can hurt these damn knights. Can we get out of here? What do you think I'm doing?
Hello? I'm so tired.
I cannot believe it. You survived. We were certain that your light had been lost. I apologize for doubting you, Your Grace. You are a most worthy leader, perhaps the greatest warrior to ever hold the seat of Mania. But I fear that our work is not yet done. The area is still overrun with knights that were not destroyed in the spire. You should return to the palace and speak with Sheogorath. Ask him how he plans to defend this realm.
Always a pleasure.
News of your success in the Fringe precedes you. To further cement the victory, I have an important task for you to perform. You will seek the assistance of Relmina Vernum in Zalselm to rebuild the Gatekeeper. You remember? The creature you killed to get in here. With the Gatekeeper restored and Zedillion in operation, we won't have to worry about anything getting in. Things already here are another matter. You'll need to speak with Relmina Vernum. She'll help you with your task. Strange woman has some unusual tastes. With that done, the Fringe should be secure. For now. I can feel things start to get a little hairy. And not in the good way, like on your head. Send Relmina my love. That'll get her going.
You! I remember you. You're the adventurer who slew my gatekeeper, are you not? The ends justify the means, do they? You'll pay for that one day. Now, by all means, come right in. Walk in here as if you own the place. By what authority do you disturb me? I see. Sheogorath is too important to come on his own account. He sends his mortal lackey. Well then, I trust my servants didn't give you too hard a time getting in here? What is it Sheogorath's lackey requires of me? Ah, your tone is more in line with my station. Please continue. Yes, powerful magic indeed. It is proper that you bid me kindly, lest I show you the meaning of pain and suffering. Alas, I am still distraught over the destruction of my sweet child. I cannot return to his womb. You must do this. You will travel to the gardens of flesh and bone. There you will gather mystical components needed for the ceremony. Go fetch me blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and essence of breath. And take this key. It will allow entry into the gardens and give you direct access to my sanctum. Away with you, dog, and fetch me those components.
back so soon? And here I was hoping you'd manage to get killed. You have returned with all the components? Excellent! All that remains is to choose the body parts. Fearing one day someone might manage to kill my child, I have been preparing a new body. I've created versions of each appendage. With various enhancements, you must choose one of each. I am attached to them all. Artist's prerogative. Don't take all day making your choices. Let's see how much of this Don't worry. If you die, I will bring you back to life. We have much left to accomplish. Does this hurt more or less than last time?
No! Make it stop!
Very interesting. What? How does this make you feel?
No! Make it stop!
Is it that It appears this level of pain causes you some distress. Please indicate on a scale of 1 to 10 how much pain you're feeling at this moment. You've made your selection. Now we travel to the statue of our Lord in the fringe. There we will perform the ceremony. Make haste. Shall we start? First, place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation. Place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation. At the beginning of the worlds were 5. Fire, water, earth, air, and light. Darkness turned into day. The void took form. Hidden away by virtue of its own self-awareness was the 6th containing within it the five which birthed it. Flesh! Meat with the desire to consume like fire. Place the dermis membrane into the cistern. Blood, liquid nutrient. That ocean which casts pearls of life upon the shores of existence. Place the blood liquor into the cistern of substantiation. Bone, branch, and stone of the body, giving shape and structure. Place the osseous marrow into the cistern. Breath, child of air, bestowing movement, the stirring of spirit. Place the essence of breath into the cistern of substantiation. And last, the light of flesh, the illumination of soul, perception, thought, memory, imagination. I summon thee, walker in flesh, flesh of true flesh, from those waters of oblivion which sire thy kind. Come to this altar, join with this body, quintessence of flesh joined with the essence of flesh, absolute in mortal, immortal, bound to contingent. Stand clear of the cistern, over here by me. Honored Daedra, fear not thy abasement. Thou shalt be the holy in this temple. I bind thee, Atronach, to this body, henceforth gatekeeper of the Shivering Isles. My child, it is time to fulfill your destiny. Stand guard in this land against all those who seek entry not bearing the mark of Sheogorath's favor. You shall know them by the coldness in their minds, a darkness of spirit. What's this? My child, they're coming! Destroy them! Show them your true power! Or run to Sheogorath. Either way, tell him of our doings here. Send him my tribute and my affections.
You're pathetic!
Speak quickly. Go.
A new gatekeeper! Excellent! We might be onto something with you after all. That should keep out the stragglers. And to see you've learned how to summon flesh Atronachs. Relmina must like you, little Duke. But probably not in that way.
Lord Sheogorath, I apologize for the intrusion, but you must help us. Order has attacked Pinnacle Rock and routed us.
Well, well. What a turn of events this is.
Always
it's
a
new,
pleasure.
and I like new, even if it's bad. And this is bad, isn't it? My. This is a particularly exciting turn of events, is it not? A perfect job for you, my newest and only noble in the realm. If order has entered my army's stronghold, things have taken a disturbing turn. It means order has tried subterfuge, not its strong suit. Ha ha ha! Amazing! Perhaps things aren't going as poorly as I'd imagined. You'll want to get all the details from the messenger. Unless you already have. You haven't, have you? Well, aren't you precious? Do you really not know? Haven't you noodled it all through yet? Because he is me! I'm him! We're a bit of each other, really. I won't be here when he arrives because I'll be him. Happens every time. The Grey March starts, order appears, and I become Jiggalag and wipe out my whole realm. Stop it! Oh no, can't do it. Believe me, I've tried. It never ends well. But you're still going to stop the Grey March. Stop Jiggalag! Me? From destroying my realm! Soon. Too soon! I can already feel the change beginning. I feel like I'm not quite here. I'm not over there yet, but I'm not quite here! And I've been having moments of clarity that are quite unlike me. Like now. Now? Nothing has changed. You deal with this messenger. Make sure my army is secure. You'll need them. Cat's out of the bag on that one, isn't it? Who puts cat soon? Ta! Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Your Grace, there is trouble. You must come quickly. Our stronghold at Pinnacle Rock is under attack. The forces of order broke in and routed us. You must go to Adeo at once and aid her. She is leading what is left of our forces. It is our home, our sanctuary in the Shivering Isles. If we were to lose it, my kind would be doomed. Please, Your Grace, hurry to Pinnacle Rock while there's still time.
Thank you for coming. I apologize for summoning you. The blame is mine. We've lost control of Pinnacle Rock. Syl let them in. We had no idea she would turn on us. They captured our commander, Dylora, and have her imprisoned somewhere inside. Our first priority must be rescuing her. Syl had called her aside, separating her from the group. She meant to divide our numbers when order entered, making us easier targets. They imprisoned Dylora somewhere within Pinnacle Rock. If they killed her, she could return to us, so they keep her hostage. If we follow the waters of the wellspring, we will surely find her. Syl let them in. More than I could count. It was all we could do to fall back and regroup out here. We must free Dylora as soon as possible. She will know what to do. Forgive me for saying so, Your Grace, but I find taking orders from the Duke of Mania to be unsettling. You are the only remaining Duke, which is a situation quite unprecedented. Normally, you would never be permitted to pass within Pinnacle Rock. Given the need for swift action, the normal customs shall need to be overlooked for now. We shall be right behind you, Your Grace.
I am all that is left. The others were struck down by order. How did this happen? I know I am only a lowly male, but I am at your service. Shall I follow you into battle? As you command.
Mad girl! The mad god is lost! Jiggy-lag! I serve the Lord of Order! Is upon you! The mad god is no...
You have my thanks for freeing me, but just who are you? Your Grace, I am sorry. I did not realize. Where is Syl? Have you seen her, that traitorous coward? Syl, the snake. She showed up, asked for a contingent of guards, said there was trouble at the palace and that we were needed. We were so focused on organizing quickly that by the time we realized she'd let order in herself, it was too late. We were split up and picked off. But it doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters now is the wellspring. We must reach it at once. The wellspring of the Mazkin. It's what links us to this realm, where we return to the world from the waters of Oblivion. If Syl helps Order sever that link, my kind will be annihilated. The realm will be lost to us. We must get to the wellspring and stop them. I will follow your lead. The wellspring is at the heart of Pinnacle Rock. Follow the wall. We must prevail. I exist to serve. Your grace has restored the wellspring and saved us. For this we thank you. Our own Duchess, she will suffer great. We must purge order from our home. The wellspring is restored. You saved us. We are forever grateful, Your Grace. Please, allow me to teach you this spell, so that you may summon our kind to you in times of need. Also, accept this gift of armor. It is the least I can do to show thanks for your help. No sign of her yet. We'll do our best to track her down and deliver her to Lord Sheogorath for a fitting punishment. The traitor must be brought to justice. Our warriors will scour the halls of Pinnacle Rock, removing any last elements of opposition. Then we will immediately return to our duties. Indeed, Lord Sheogorath will be anxious to hear of your victory, I am sure. Your grace has restored the wellspring and saved us. For this, we thank you. Mad God's blessings, Duchess of Mania. Mad God's blessings, Duchess of Mania.
Time is short.
Time. Time is an artificial construct, an arbitrary system based on the idea that events occur in a linear direction at all times. Always forward, never back. Is the concept of time correct? Is time relevant? It matters not, one way or another. I fear that our time has run out. As I feared it would, my plan has failed. The Grey March is upon us, and I must go. I thought we had more time. I thought we had a chance. My plan has failed, and we were so close. Optimism! How adorable! I love it! Even at the end you make me laugh. I'm lying. That wasn't funny at all. No matter. Soon you and everyone else will be dead, and I will be left a mad god, ruler of a dead realm again. What happens is what always has happened, what always will happen. I crumble, I fade, the realm dies, and you with it. Flee while you can, mortal. When we next meet, I will not know you, and I will slay you like the others. I had intended to give you my staff, the symbol of my office, but life is gone from it, as it goes from me. It is now dead wood, a useless twig. With the staff there was hope. But now, hope is dead. I am dead. The realm.
The realm is dead! Sheogorath is dead! All shall crumble before Jigalath!
He is gone, but hope is not lost. We have a rare opportunity here, but I hesitate to do what must be done. If the throne of madness remains empty when Jigalag storms the palace, he will prevail. But there is a chance that the throne may not be empty. Why, you will, of course. It has always been Sheogorath's intent to raise you to sit upon the throne of madness. True, but perhaps you can hold the throne, provided that you possess the proper symbol of office, namely the staff of Sheogorath. Unfortunately, when Sheogorath faded, the power of the staff faded with him. It must now be remade. The staff is the symbol of power in this realm. He who rightfully holds the staff may hold the throne of the Shivering Isles. However, the secrets of its construction are lost. That which is lost can be found again. There is one being in the Shivering Isles who may be able to assist you in the construction of a new staff. The ruins of Knife Point Hollow once served as a great library. There you will find a door. Behind that door you will find the answer you seek. Although I hesitate to guide you towards this path, the secrets of the past will surely aid Jigalag, but I fear that we have no other choice. Be mindful of what you find there. The library is a thing of order, and it will still serve that end. Take this crystal. It contains the power to open the sealed door. Inside, you will find the final remnants of the library. A glorious existence.
I have been waiting for you, Your Grace. This day, as all days before and after, is well known to me. There are no surprises to Dias of Mytheria. Sheogorath has fallen, and you seek the means to foil the machinations of the Prince of Order. You seek the throne of madness. However, no mortal may sit upon the throne without the staff, so here you are in my prison, seeking to supplant the one who placed me here. If you wish to take the place of Sheogorath, then ask me what you will. I can create the physical shell of the staff, but the divine essence must be gathered elsewhere. But apotheosis is no simple matter, and the creation of the staff is no simple task. I will require 2 sacred items in order to complete it. The Shivering Isles hold many secrets, but few remain unseen by mortal eyes. The staff is a tool of great vision, and thus requires the eye of one who has witnessed one of these unseen secrets firsthand. Sirta resides in the howling halls of Mania. Find her and bring me the eye that has seen that which no other has. The trees and branches of this realm feed from a deep font of madness and mystery. One of the oldest trees, named the Tree of Shades, lies in the halls of Milkar. Milkar is a place of ruin, root, and mania. Go there and bring me a branch of this tree, but be warned. The tree will not surrender its secrets to one who has not earned them. The trees and one go. Yes, only then can I create an appropriate vessel to hold the power that is inherent in the Lord of this realm. The staff may allow you to occupy the throne of madness, but understand that such a feat has never been attempted. All sources indicate that you will fail. It is a certainty. However, I also predict that this will not stop you from trying.
I will cast you into the darkness.
Show me what you've got. Die! Yeah! Let's get this over. You have the items, contrary to all prediction. Once again, you defy the path set before you. However, what comes next is now unclear. If you wish to confront what is to come, I shall create the staff for you. You possess the eye and the branch. Together they shall form the physical shape of the staff of Shealgoreth. After I shape them into the staff, you must take it to the seat of power in the Shivering Isles, the palace of Shealgoreth. There, imbue the staff with power from the font of madness. Soak the staff in the waters of the land, and it will open its full power to you. You have defied the expected and accomplished something that denies all logic. I must contemplate the error in my calculations. Now, take your treasure and leave me. Inaction There is knife point, however, time and
Ah, you're back. You may have noticed that we have a bit of a problem. You're having a bit of fun with me. Very good. My lord, of course, noticed the font when you arrived in the palace? The font of madness? In the middle of the throne room? The font which is unaccountably covered with crystals. Order. The taint appeared only a short time ago, but it has spread quickly. I fear that soon we will all be serving a new master. Yes, his agents must have found a way to poison the font with order. Once the source of madness becomes the font of order, Chigalag is won. This is true. Very little surprises me, but your successes against the advance of order have left me astonished, speechless. Indeed, it is your very success that must have led Chigalag to this unexpected avenue of attack. His usual approach is much less imaginative. Somehow, the forces of order have poisoned the pools of mania and dementia that feed the tree. I suspect the traitor Syl. Chigalag has never had an original thought in his existence. Be that as it may, you will have to enter the fountainhead beneath the tree and find the source of the poison. If only we could speak more often.
So, the bloody-handed Duke comes to claim another victim. You may find me rather harder to kill than poor innocent Théoden. Think that I trust you? Shit, gorgeous pet.
You think you can stop the...
My lord, our Mazel Zuda sent me to find you. She requests your immediate assistance. Please accept my pardon, Lord, if I gave you such a false impression. The fault is entirely mine. The Armazo merely wants you to know that matters of the gravest import to the realm's security may be at stake. If it please, my lord, she requested also that I inform you that time is of the essence, in her humble opinion.
One of your military minions was looking for you. It sounded urgent, but I'm afraid I don't know the details. The obelisk, they can eat a glorious existence.
How may I... My lord, I'm glad to see you. We have a developing situation that requires your attention. Of course, my lord. I meant no disrespect. My zeal in the realm's service got the better of my judgment. The situation is this. An obelisk of order has activated in the palace courtyard. My Orioles are engaging the knights as we speak. We will defend the palace to the end of our strength, and will cast ourselves in the path of cursed Jigalag himself should he come here.
Mezkin for the mad god! For the mad god!
Enough! I am beaten. The Grey March is ended. For millennia, this drama has unfolded, and each time, I have conquered this land, only to be transformed back into that gibbering fool, Sheogorath. It was not always so. Once I ruled this realm, a world of perfect order. My dominion expanded across the seas of Oblivion with each passing era. The other princes, fearful of my power,
cursed me with madness, doomed me to live as Sheogorath, a broken soul reigning in a broken land. Once each era, I was allowed my true form, conquering this world anew. And each time I did, the curse was renewed, damning me to exist as Sheogorath. Now, though, you have ended the cycle. You now hold the mantle of madness, and Jigalag is free to roam the voids of Oblivion once more. I will take my leave, and you will remain here, mortal. Mortal, king, god, it seems uncertain. This realm is yours. Perhaps you will grow to your station. Fare thee well, Sheogorath, Prince of Madness.
Are you injured, Lord? Do you require my services? Of course, Lord.
You've done it! Well done, Lord Sheogorath. I never doubted you for a moment. Now, of course, there is business to attend to. As you have assumed the mantle of Sheogorath, there are matters that deserve your attention. As Lord of this realm, there are a number of benefits to which you are entitled, as well as a number of duties to which you must attend. You may request any of the Golden Saint or Dark Seducer escorts at the castle to accompany you. They will defend you to the death. You may also summon entertainment to your throne room. Your predecessor found this most invigorating. Speak with me if you wish entertainment. You also have the ability to affect the weather in your realm. As it is an extension of yourself, it will often have an effect on you as well. You also have the benefit of Sheogorath's protection. Cast this upon yourself, and if your life is threatened, you will be returned to your castle. Many of these abilities, Lord, are rooted in the magics of the Isles. Should you choose to leave this realm, they will not likely function. Your first duty is to attend to the needs of your subjects. You will find that there are constant threats to the residents of the Isles. Your job is to protect them, either by dealing with the matter yourself or sending your armies to take care of it for you. It seems all is peaceful in the Shivering Isles, my lord. Will wonders never cease? Enlightening as always.
Your humble servant, my lord.
At your command, Lord Sheogorath.